Nothing.
Episode 18.
I know nothing.
Wow.
Episode 18.
We're raising new heights. We're setting new milestones. I don't know. We'll get to eventually 20 eventually. Yeah, 2 more episodes, right?
We just gotta hang out for another month and a half.
Just hang out for another month and a half. Just hopefully we're all still hanging out.
So we got a December episode we're gonna release. We haven't fully planned it out yet, but it's in the works. It's like we record extra scenes sometimes, extra things for the podcast. Some stuff doesn't make it. Some stuff it's just like things in the beginning and the end, just kind of like shit that we talk about. And I think we're gonna make an episode out of all that stuff because, I mean, why not use it, right? It's there for something.
Why not? Why not?
We haven't got Nick on here yet again either. We need to get him on here.
Yeah. I think I haven't heard from him in a little while, so I don't know. I guess he's doing okay. He got a new job. He got a job.
Well, that's good then. That's probably a good reason.
So that's a good thing, yeah. And so that way he don't have to keep driving so much. But obviously he's got some more stories, so we got plenty of those coming up for you.
Yeah,
in episodes to come.
Yeah.
Halloween was pretty damn cold. Okay. But I'm thinking the reason why Halloween's so cold all the time is because the dead bodies. You can't bring out dead bodies if it's not cold enough.
And when ghosts are around, it's always cold, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, COVID punk, huh?
Yeah. So, COVID news. Matt and I both are feeling a little down today, and who knows? We might get tested and have it. I don't know.
Man, I don't know. Who knows? It might be
in the area where we live. It's spiking really bad. So who the hell knows?
Yeah. I mean, it is right now. It's like our state is red, right? I think the worst is purple, isn't it?
I guess. I think that's Ohio, or at least Cincinnati. Which is
again, it's across the river, 15 minutes away. We can throw a rock at it and hit the river.
Yeah, it's really bad over there. Supposedly, I guess. I don't know. I don't leave the house too much. What I do, I just for work or.
I started feeling down on that Monday. I started feeling kind of crappy that Monday, and then I think Monday night I got a decent sleep. I knew it was my sinuses because my sinuses were always jacked up this time.
So I didn't get much sleep.
What's hard about this is like, is it my sinuses or is it something else?
Exactly. So you don't know. So thank goodness you don't pay for any. I'm going to go get a test tomorrow, and thank goodness you don't have to pay for it because, I ain't paying for it just to see if I got the COVID or anything. But now I feel all right. Now I feel good today. I'm all stopped up. Like when I get sinuses, that's usually how it takes like 2 or 3 days. Like the second day when you got it full force, I was a little cold. I didn't have any temperature. That night I went to bed like at 8 o'clock, woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, got something to drink because I was really thirsty. And I took a temperature then, and it was 99.1. So I'm like, all right. So I started shivering. I piled on the blankets and everything and put on my hoodie and all that good stuff and basically sweat it all out.
Broke the fever, huh?
Yeah. So, and then I was fine the next day, and then that was yesterday. And now today I'm just kind of stopped up. I'm feeling fine.
What's the thing about this whole COVID thing is
and I've been taking my medicine too.
Everybody's all over the place with this shit, man. Some people it affects them really bad. Some people kills them. Some people don't get anything or very little. I mean,
it's because this virus is like, they cannot recognize the virus. They cannot recognize how to treat it. Everybody's different. I mean, there's no one thing that's going to work. Those tests, those vaccines might be good for somebody, and they might be bad for somebody else. It might work on somebody and might not work on somebody else.
I mean, here's the thing too. If you'd have asked me this, obviously a year ago, I probably wouldn't have even guessed this. But I mean, think about when you were younger, and then thinking forward, you never would have thought, "Fuck, we're gonna have this pandemic. It's gonna be, really bad. We don't really know what it's going to do. It's been going on for like what, over a year now. It's been a year since it, I guess, originally started.
Basically, because I think it was actually like in November of the 2019, really.
So a fucking year.
It was like November 2019, December 2000, but I was like literally close to that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like for a fucking year, this thing has been dominating the news. It's still a thing. It's still a thing.
Yeah.
I never would guess we'd be walking around wearing masks and, trying not to get sick because, who knows?
I tell you what, though, what the mask has helped me out right now, keeps me warm in the winter. Keeps me warm. That cold air hits me. It does feel good. I'm like, you know what? I don't mind it now. I don't mind it so much.
We're doing a canned food drive, and I was wearing it today. I was keeping socially distant, but I was wearing it, man. Between my beard and my mask, it just,
You were warm. You were warm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good thing,
But the COVID stuff, it's been here for years, so it's time to make some fucking artwork. I got COVID punk. Okay, we talked about this last episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna make those.
It's coming.
I'm gonna make the art out of that crazy mask thing that we saw. I'm gonna make an art out of that. I'm gonna do some pastels and stuff.
We talked about doing comics and stuff. Maybe we could eventually turn it into something like that. This is futuristic. The future is now, and we're wearing it's fucked up.
Here's the thing. No offense to anybody at all. God bless them. God rest their soul. The people that passed away on this COVID stuff. But I'm gonna be highly disappointed if they don't come back next year as zombies. I'm gonna be really upset about it because I really like zombies, and I really like, if I get COVID, I better be zombified because I'm gonna be upset about it. I'm gonna be really upset.
If they do come back as zombies, I'm gonna direct them to your apartment.
Mm-hmm. Matt, you should. You should, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get treadmills and put them outside, like on the ground, so that way they can always keep walking.
Treadmills all around my house.
Yep, and that's my Halloween. Anybody wants to come see it? There's treadmills, zombies walking.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. So we do have some pretty good stuff for you tonight. So we're gonna talk about we're talking about the old El Presidente election, that just took place yesterday.
So if you guys are watching this, it's probably going to be a couple of days after the presidential election, or maybe a week after. So but it's still going to be pretty fresh in everybody's head, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's still going to be. Yeah, it's still definitely. And then we started thinking about, like, what's a good thing. We always talk about art and brands and things like that, and good stuff. We're gonna throw this out there. Do a little bit of presidential design and branding. Okay, we're gonna dive into that a little bit, because over the years, since designers have become pretty well known, whether it's website stuff, whether it's actual traditional design, whether it's traditional art, whether it's traditional anything, because anything that you do with the technology we have is really artistic and designful. So we're going to dive into presidential designs, because there has been some really cool ones. Obama, off the top of my head, obviously, but we're just going to dive into some and look at the past, and maybe look at the presidential designs now, as far as how they campaign and stuff like that. We got some music. We're gonna talk about a little bit about music here and there. We haven't talked about that in a while. And see where that goes from there. There is something that I want to talk about, since we're going to do this, since we're doing the intro here. So me and Donnie have talked about getting bourbon barrel tops, things like that, and we got our bourbon barrel tops. We've put them together. We've established them, sanded them down and stuff, and put braces on the back and everything. So we're just getting ready to probably soon put some wood burns, put some designs and stuff on them, and once we do that, we're gonna take pictures of it and put it on products and stuff at our website. Insert website here. So yeah, and then you'll be able to check out the art stuff, and also when we get one done, we'll probably take a couple pictures or whatever, and also push them out here too as well. But yeah, a lot of really cool stuff going to happen for the holidays. Great time for the holidays too. So if anybody needs any burn barrel tops, we've got it.
Yeah.
So this episode is brought to you by the holidays. Are you looking for that artist gift for your artist friend, family, whoever, what the fuck ever? This is the type of oil paints that I use.
Winton Oil Color, Windsor and Newton. So Winton Oil Color. This is the big tube of white. I don't know about you. When I oil paint, I use a fuck ton of white.
Huge ton of white.
Yeah, a lot.
That is almost like a truckload of white.
It is. It's huge. Like usually my colors are like that big.
Yeah, I know.
A little less, give or take.
Well, they sell that's why they sell the black. They do sell black that much too, but I don't know why you would need that much black anyway if you're doing oil. But usually white though for tinting, things like that to brighten up that.
A lot of white that goes into some of my color, but black,
as you know, black. I mean, it goes a long way. Yeah,
you can mix a nice, solid, rich black out of all the colors. Anyway, it's been a while since I've oil painted, but I'm getting back into it eventually here. This is what I've always used. It's the like I said, it's Windsor and Newton oil color, and it's like I said, it's a big tube of white. But I use other colors as well. But the white, I use a fuck ton of it. But I'm just like I said last episode, I was going to give out some stuff if you're looking, if you have an artist in your family, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend's an artist, or your wife or your husband. If they say they want some art supplies, or you think about buying them some art supplies, they oil paint. Even if they don't use this, maybe they'll try it if you buy it for them. This is usually always you can't miss with that if you're getting it for an oil painter. So there you go, Windsor and Newton.
Windsor and Newton.
So Windsor and Newton, you can sponsor me now.
Yes, there you go. Sponsor us. Sponsor.
Oils, and I'll paint with them. Shit.
Sponsor. I usually just use that, but I use those in acrylic. I get them from Dick Blick. That's where I usually. I guess I can go to Hobby Lobby, but
I used to go to the University of Cincinnati art stores, and then in Northern Kentucky University campus art stores, and but a lot of them places have gotten small or they've gone away. So I started doing stuff off from Dick Blick too all the time. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of places I think that has gone away around here.
Yeah, I know. Right?
I really do. I don't know if that store over in Ludlow Avenue. I don't know if it's still up and going.
What the hell was that called?
I don't know, but it was like right when you go down towards that L, I guess, or that T that's split off.
Yeah.
And it all was over. It was over to the left of it.
I can't remember the name.
But I don't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it.
There's one there. There's one on UC campus, and there's one in downtown. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, the one that's downtown. I don't think it's there anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it's there anymore.
Yeah, man.
That's the one that had the calligraphy tech pens and things like that, and the markers, the cool grays.
All the spray paint for street art.
I got all my cool grays and warm gray markers there and everything. I was like, man, but it was great. I was like, man, I need a good solid art or design markers, because I used to have Prismacolor.
Yeah, those are good.
The design markers, and then when you use them for so long, and then you put them in the back burner and you don't use them for a while, they just tend to dry out, man.
Yeah, and you don't want to let markers like that dry out because they're fucking expensive.
No. So, but it is what it is. So, but yeah. Got a good show for tonight. A lot of good design stuff. A lot of good talking. And kind of like reminiscing from music and stuff and things like that, and some more design stuff coming at you. So stay tuned.
So, presidential election. That
So
was
you can count it, yeah.
If you're watching this, it was days ago. Nonetheless, it's still going to be in the headline. It's still going to be in your face, no matter what you do for a little while. So, might as well talk about it a little bit. And because we got some stuff around our episode, it's going to be around presidential election. So, looking right now, I mean, Joe Biden has 264 and Donald Trump has 214. Holy shit. I really didn't think Joe Biden had a fucking chance, to be honest with you. I don't know what's going on, man, but he's
I'm surprised. I'm going to surprise a lot of people, and I'm not really too ashamed to say it if somebody ever asks me. I voted for him. I voted for Biden.
Well,
yeah, I surprised the guest that we had on. I surprised Shayna, and she's like, wow, really? I'm like, yeah. You know why? Because that last debate, I liked him, and then that last debate, I was like, man, you just dug yourself a grave. I just thought you were an idiot about when you talk like that. I'm like, you were disgracing yourself when you do that. You're a president. Why bash somebody like that, like you did? Why do that? You never let the guy talk.
I'm not, bashing.
I'm not a big.
Even if I didn't like him that much, he probably still did some good things for us, or could have done some good.
Yeah.
But it's like the way you carry yourself, man. When
you carried yourself on that first debate, that was what did it for me. I'm like, yeah,
when you carry yourself like that, that's just kind of low. And
here's the thing, I don't
like that running our country. I don't know.
Yeah, here's the thing, I don't really like. There's not a lot of things about Biden I like either. I'm not gonna, that's just.
Either way, I'm not particularly thrilled about either one of them.
No, I'm not. But if I picked the one or two of the less evils, I thought I chose the right one.
It's funny, like almost every election though that's lately in our adult lives, it seems like this generation, it's always been the lesser of two evils. It's never been about this guy's just really fucking good. Maybe Obama was, the one, but everybody in between.
I like Mitt Romney. Yeah, I like Mitt Romney. When he ran, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just trying to put together in my mind the lesser of the two evils, and that's all. That's all voting really is. I mean, it's whatever you feel. It's not to hurt anybody just because you picked something that nobody else liked. It doesn't mean anything.
No,
why get mad at that?
You should know what the person stands for and what they believe in and what they're going to do. Yeah. But you also got to know who's supporting them too, like money wise, because sometimes that money is really going to go as what you're really voting for. And that's why I'm like, I don't like either one of these guys, really, to be honest with you. They're both a bunch of turds. They're supported by people with a bunch of money that, I really don't.
You can't, people can't say, well, he's not taking anything from American people because he's not taking any money from being a president. I'm like, yeah, but he had money to take in. He had money anyway. So, I mean, really, he did that's probably a good thing that he did that, like decided to decline the money. But at the same time, like, he worked for that money, but his dad gave him that money at the start, so he was already built on money. So all he did was climb with that money. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that. He worked his way up. He still worked his way up. I'm not saying he didn't. He maintained that level of being a rich guy.
Yeah,
he actually overmade that level. So,
but did he though?
Yeah. Well, that's what they want us to believe.
That's what they want us to believe. But I just heard something recently. I'm trying to find it.
I think I know what you're talking about too.
I just read something recently where I think it's like the Dutch bank is like telling that they're trying to take him to court because he has no money. I forget what the fuck it was.
Trump?
Yeah, let me figure out what it is.
Oh yeah. I think I think I know what you're talking about.
There you go.
Too.
Trump in, I don't know how to pronounce it, Deutsche Bank.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce
Deutsch.
Come on, my computer's moving too fucking slow.
Well, we'll say Deutsche Bank.
Douche Bank.
Douche.
So
maybe that's what it is. Maybe because they're a bunch of douches.
Maybe, I don't know. So this is from Forbes. Report douche bank eager to dump $340 million in loans to Trump businesses after election. So Deutsche Bank AG, President Donald Trump's biggest and longest standing creditor, is eagerly exploring ways to sever its remaining ties with the president after the U.S. election, according to three unnamed senior bank officials cited in the Election Day report from Reuters that shines new light on how Trump's business dealings could evolve once he's no longer president. So what I was reading too is that he might be, like, they're foreclosing on some of his properties and stuff. They're shutting him down because he owes money. What was it?
Interesting. Interesting.
In light of the probes and bad press, so I'm trying to read through all. I'm trying to get to where it said that. I don't know. I mean, this is what Forbes. I don't know how credible you consider Forbes. How credible is anybody anymore these days, really? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got a point there.
Everybody's fucking corrupt. They tell the story how they want you to read it. But
I'm corrupt.
yeah, you're corrupt.
This flight's making me corrupt. This big long can of flight is making me corrupt. It's not just a long can; it's a pint. They let you know that. They let you know that too on this can.
Well,
it's a pint.
It's good.
I like it when I have to drink a pint.
I don't know. I was reading a different story too, not from this. So I don't know.
I feel like Peregrine Took from the Lord of the Rings. They have it in pints?
Yeah.
Yes, they have it in pints. I want to give me one.
Let's check a different version of this story. I don't know. I don't want to just sit here and talk about stuff if I don't really know the facts.
Yeah. I tell you what, we will let you know. If we find the article, find the part, we will let you know in the next episode. We will dig a little. We will throw that in the shenanigans, the intro. We will throw that little part in there.
Well, by the time this comes out, there might be some more information coming out on it anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, financial ties, president. Well, this is another one. This is from The Hill. I don't know. I've heard of The Hill, but I don't know much about it. I don't read a lot of this shit.
Is it like in Europe?
No, The Hill is from Washington.
Is it?
Yeah.
Capitol Hill?
Yeah.
Capitol Hill.
I don't read this stuff. I don't ever read The Hill or the Forbes or whatever. I don't pay attention to that shit because I feel like they're always full of shit anyway. So anyway.
Sometimes it's just stupid.
So anyway, Joe Biden has 264 electoral votes. He needs 6 more to win. Trump has 214. That's what I'm looking at here. That's on that's just Google.
Well,
so,
yeah, but you also got to think that they. What about all those mail-in votes? They probably haven't got them all either yet.
Well, it doesn't matter if he gets to 270 first, he wins.
Nah. Something will happen. Something will happen. Mark my words. Something will happen.
Oh, something's already happened. One side's already pointing fingers at the other, saying they cheated.
Yep.
That and the other.
Yep.
It's, of course, that's going to happen.
Yep.
This goes back to probably goes back further than President Bush, but I remember when President Bush did this shit. Remember when he made them recount Florida because, oh no, it's off and you cheated and.
Yep.
So
yep. I remember that.
Now that's a thing. Everybody's got a thing now.
Everybody's got a thing.
You can get away with it too.
Yep. Everybody's got a thing. So yep, it happens. So there you have it. So the El Presidente election.
Easy for you to say.
Easy for me to say. It is easy for me to say because, yeah, that's just how it is. I don't know. All right. So we've got some. So talking about presidents and elections and stuff like that, and
We are
corruption, things like that.
We are design people.
Yes.
We're gonna connect that with the presidential election.
Yes, we're gonna check out some presidential designs through their campaign and their branding.
So let me look something up here real quick while we're.
To be honest with you, I think the only one that had a really good brand, like I said, is Obama. I mean, I guess you got the branding of Trump. Let's make America great again was the slogan, I guess. But it wasn't really. There was nothing really I guess that is his brand. His brand is a slogan at that point. Because I don't know how you could. I mean,
well, we're gonna find out here. I'm gonna share my screen.
Yeah, let's look at some past. Let's look at some past ones too. Let's go down to. Let's go down to. You want to go as far as Ronald Reagan? Nah. Let's go as far as.
Let's just look and see what comes up. That's what I'm doing.
Well, I probably know what's going to come up. It's the Obama one probably first.
I'm sure.
I don't know.
There we go. So, what role does design play in presidential campaign? So let's see what this says.
See what we got here.
Let's see what we got. So this is Joe Biden. That looks like it's a ripoff of Obama because Obama had.
It is.
I don't know if Obama was that. That was a. I don't know if that was Obama's official art. I think that's just what somebody did, and it just became popular.
Yeah. What's his name? That did the Obama one.
Shepard Fairey.
That's who it is. Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
And yeah, it is. It is. And yeah, it looks like.
He also did Obey and.
Yeah.
Quite a few others.
Yeah. But it seems like that's the
it's the same. Here's the Obama campaign branding right here. So, the Hope was part of it, but I think it was part of it. But I think this right here, this art came from that particular designer we just talked about, Shepard Fairey. But I mean, I would include it with that if I were any kind of person that had any kind of branding like this, and somebody presented this to me too, I'd say yeah. That's pretty cool. So
that is like the best. That is like the best brand that you could probably get. If you were, if you were a designer, and president comes up and he's like this, and it's his like brand and his thing is like that right there. That might be a reason why you kind of sway some technology votes and stuff. You're like, oh, that's kind of cool. That kind of works, I can see where you can get some votes for that. And that's a college vote too. That's the young votes too.
Could you imagine being the designer that comes up with this stuff for somebody running for president and actually wins, and then you get to put that on your resume? I mean, I wonder how many jobs you get from that.
I don't know that you wouldn't get too many. You would probably have to turn. Let's just put it this way: you'd probably have to turn down a lot.
I don't know.
I'm sure they'd probably want you.
I mean, you certainly paint yourself into this political corner, so maybe get more work through people, running for office somewhere, senator, Congress or whatever, or another president.
Yeah.
But. That's a good one. So we knew we knew this was going to pop up. It popped up, first, obviously. Biden popped up, but Biden was using his art.
Well, I guess you could say that's kind of like that could be used for him too, because Biden was his vice president, I guess,
what is Biden's actual art though? So here's the Trump Pence thing. This is 2016. So the initials TP, toilet paper. I mean, Trump. That was probably, I don't know. I wouldn't have gone with that.
Let me ask you this: doesn't the P? Now I don't know if it's just to make you think this, But doesn't the P look like it's crooked?
A little bit, yeah.
So I don't know if it's
Because
made to make you think that.
Well, because the bottom line of the flag there is
Yeah.
extended longer, so it makes it look off. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have done that. I would have kept the 3 lines the same size.
3 lines would have been
Or
fine for that.
added
3 lines would have been fine.
Added a 4th line the same size as the one above it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It just looks like it's like whoever did this was drunk.
Well, here's what I never liked this from the very beginning about Trump's campaign. Make America Great Again. That slogan, I think that sucks. Because now keep America Great would have been a really good one to roll with.
Yeah, that could have been. I would have just written with that one.
Yeah, because you're implying that America's already great. You're not saying because Make America Great Again just tells me you think it sucks right now, and that's not good. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
A better
but
slogan.
Keep America Great would be the better tagline, definitely.
But that's for this campaign, 2020. So that goes to show you how much of a narcissist this campaign runs as. Like, I don't know.
That just annoys me. I'm sorry that the P being off like that just annoys me.
Yeah.
As a designer, that annoys me.
It's all very basic design. There's nothing spectacular.
Well, I mean that's what they want anyway. They want the basic. They want to be able to crap stuff out as fast as they can, and that's the way to do it. Dragging those lines, how the thick knockouts are on the T and the P.
That's exactly how he would do it. You're right. This has got the making of quick production right here. Yep. Production art. It's quick production art. It's almost built like a clip art.
Yeah.
Like they pulled it out of their ass and just put it together real quick. So here's the Biden Harris one. This is their stuff right here. That's right. I forgot what it looked like. It looks like that. So, but there's a common theme that they're keeping around. That's the whole red flag, and I don't know. I think they should get rid of it because
they want to. What they want to do, they probably got this. They knew what Trump is going to have. And they knew they have the American flag in there. So what better part to have your counterpart put American flag in his slogan too. So that's probably why they kept the American flag, the stripes.
Well, here's what it says at the bottom.
I like it better though.
Here's what it says at the bottom. The Biden-Harris logo prioritizes an equal partnership. I guess I can see how it does that. I mean, there's nothing spectacular about it, but Biden's – I don't know if it's equal partnership because Biden still is a little more that name is a little more highlighted more than Harris, right? It's got the flag for the E. It's a little bit bigger font. It's on top.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would have, you know what? It wouldn't have been cool if they would have did some kind of like wave with the S at the end of Harris.
There you go.
With the flag. Use the flag still. But have the waves instead of having it straight, have the waves as the S.
Yeah.
Coming off the I.
You know what would be cool is if they took like a block, like a rectangle, and put it like 3D, like the corner of it, like right in between Biden and Harris. Like it was like you could see the bottom of the block and then the side of the block, and put Biden on the top side and Harris on the bottom side, like it was.
Yeah, that too.
That'd be interesting.
Or have it say Biden, and have it come around with the N, like having it stop and meet on the other side would be Harris going this way.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You know, Biden, and then with the N, have the Harris.
H.
Yeah.
That'd have been interesting. Hell yeah.
That would actually work, and you could what you could have done too. You could take the top portion of that block, and the top portion of that block's kind of like a little darker color. You could put the American flag in there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that way you're uniting them still.
Yeah.
You know, with the flag.
If you're trying to create an equal partnership, that would also really work really well for that.
Yeah.
I think. But I see it in my head, and it's hard to just tell it to people to see it in their head that way until you put it on paper or whatever. But I think our idea would be pretty good.
Yeah.
What else we got here? So that's the end. Wow, they didn't really stick around for anybody else, did they?
No, they didn't. They didn't bother to show you what
30,
last.
30 political branding ideas. Let's see what this shit has. This is Pinterest. Why the fuck is it taking us to Pinterest?
Oh, here we go.
So this is Kennedy. Was that really his branding? I wonder.
I don't know. I was not around at the time.
That wasn't how either. Let's go. I don't want to do Pinterest. I think Pinterest is just full of stuff
Yeah,
that doesn't really matter. Doesn't really.
it's still Pinterest too.
Damn it!
I know.
Pinterest got me again. Here's another one. Bloomberg designers dished on art of political branding. So that seems all right. Let's check this out. Oh, they got Blurvid.
Oh my God! I want you to sign up.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you.
Oh.
AOC on the side of the van there. That's her thing. Which that's not bad design for that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like dynamic. You know what I mean? It's not plain Jane, but
Yeah. At the beginning.
yeah. See her brand there. How it's all dynamic. It's all like angled. It's not just straight. What is this Beto? Is that a Beto for Senate?
Ted Cruz.
That's really fucking plain. Cruz is not bad there. That's pretty good design.
Ted Cruz one. That's pretty good.
I like
Tough
that.
as Texas. Tough. I like it because it has like it does look like a pretty tough design.
I like how it's got the flame in Texas like that.
Yep.
See, that's a pretty good fucking design. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's a good slogan too.
Oh yeah. Ted Cruz.
I don't know.
Not a Ted Cruz fan, but
I mean, I'm not either. But you know what though?
pretty good.
If he obviously hired a good designer for his stuff though. Look, even in the E, it's got something going on here. What is that? Is that pointing or something? Or the R does it too? D
does it. The
Maybe-
R does it.
Maybe it's just the font. I don't know.
I think it's just the font. I think it's just the font. What we got here? Warren for governor.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
I guess it says the process. So I guess this is just all the different types they came up with, and I guess this is the final.
I like where it says Warren for governor. The where the final one has the ribbon at the top above the E.
Yeah.
I like that one. Yeah.
Oh.
I like that one because it's easy to produce. Of course, the W is too, but
Right.
if you want to know, I usually would think you would want the whole name written out.
Right.
Because now I'm thinking of W for W. Bush.
Yeah, that's true. I guess it's just
So
making it for too, you know.
yeah, I don't know. The one that stands out. I'm telling you, the ones that still stand out to me is the Obama, and that was more of a design aspect, and that's more of a traditional design, graphic design kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Not saying, at the time, Ronald Reagan's, like I said, Ronald Reagan's at the time was more of a movie kind of feel to it. So, but anyway, on that note,
Music.
speaking of I was going to say, speaking of all those ones that say music by, words by, I'm like, what? What music have you listened to lately?
Well, I think I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again because it's made its round back to me again for some reason. Well, I can imagine why, because it's good. Skin Lab, this band called Skin Lab out in California. I've been listening to them since the 90s, and there's a long period where I was listening to so many other things that, they just got shuffled to the back. And then a couple months ago or so, they kind of came back into my playlist again. And so I've been hitting it here and there every once in a while, and this week has been one of those weeks.
Yeah.
Skin Lab has just been in the forefront. So they got some newer stuff. I've been kind of checking it out. I don't know much. I haven't heard much of their newer stuff yet. So,
Yep.
but their old stuff is good for sure.
Well, I've been listening to, I dipped down into the Reverend Horton Heat, Social Distortion, and to top it off, put a little cherry on top, Deftones. gotta listen to some Deftones every now and then. So that's what's getting me going. I'm like, yeah, Deftones. I'm like all about the House of Flies, and just
It's a good one.
yeah, it's a good album. I had a chance meeting them one time. I never did.
Oh, you know what else I've been listening to? Shinedown. I don't know if I brought
Really?
that up in a recent episode or not. I
No,
think I did.
no.
Did I not?
Well, remember we tried to go see that one show.
We did.
We did, and the one I wanted to go watch was what was that band that we were supposed to go see, but they got trapped at the border. They couldn't get through.
I have no idea. Was it Shinedown?
No, it wasn't Shinedown, because Shinedown played, and I was really disappointed. I wasn't really all that impressed with Shinedown.
No,
I like their music.
God.
I like their music on the CD. I think they're a good studio band. I just don't think that was my cup of tea going to their show.
Yeah, their show
I
was
wasn't really impressed.
But
But
anyway, I'm not really a big Shinedown fan altogether. There's not a lot of their music I like, but there's a few songs, especially the acoustic stuff. I kind of revisited that a little
Mhm.
bit. And then also
Pretty good.
another band I kind of been revisiting lately is Taproot. Remember them?
oh, the old Taproot, yeah.
Taproot.
Yeah, I like Tonic too.
Tonic. I don't remember them too much.
Tonic's a good band.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, it's an old early '90s band, mid '90s band.
I probably know them if I heard them or something. I just don't remember.
There's one song, if you can only see. I can't remember how it goes though, but it's pretty good. And then Taproot. That's a good band.
Yeah.
What's that one? Something Chicken.
Something Chicken.
Yeah, there's actually a band called I forgot what it was, Rooster Chicken. Something like, I don't know. I can't remember the name of the band. They were a funny band. They were like kind of like you know how Primus started out with, like, it was like more of like a funny kind of like oh, this band, Green Jello, like, oh, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. But it was a band like them. It was I can't remember what it was called though. Huh?
ICP.
ICP. No,
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anybody pee. I'm not seeing anybody pee.
Band ICP.
Yeah, I have. I don't want to. No, I'm not a big fan. Never was.
I'm not either. I'm just wondering if that's, I don't know. They talk about chicken in one of their songs or something.
Killing the hatchet symbols.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't a big ICP follower.
Not either.
Yeah.
I mean, I had some friends that listened to it back then when it was first coming out and it was getting popular. So
Yeah.
I got a little familiar with it just because I, being around people listening to it, but it was definitely not something that I went out and bought.
No,
I was not
was
excited
it?
about the new ICP
It wasn't
album.
like, I was gonna say, it wasn't like, oh, ICP album. Oh, it's coming out. I can't wait to get to the store.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was a Slayer album to me or something, or
Juggalos, that's what it is. Juggalos.
Juggalos.
Remember those? Juggalos. Oh my God. Oh my Lord.
Now, I'll
Terrible.
tell you, back then I was into a lot of VOD, a lot of Vision of Disorder, which I still love.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
I never went over the crazy weird. It was really kind of like stopped with Green Jello. I was kind of like, that's cool.
What is it, Mr. Crinkle?
Yeah, Mr. Crinkle.
That's a song, isn't it, by Primus?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's the what's the band with the singer for Faith No More? Mr. Bungle.
The Bungle. Yeah, Mr. Bungle.
Yeah. That was an interesting thing.
that was an interesting. It's the way you said it. That was an interesting thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, Mike Patton was involved.
It was a very interesting thing.
He was
It was a
involved
very
in so
interesting
many fucking bands and projects with him. I couldn't keep track of them. He did Faith No More for a while, and then he just went off and did all these different things. Now, I remember seeing. I remember when he had that band Tomahawk. and we seen them open up for Tool at U.S. Bank Arena. I know I did. I don't know if you were there or not.
I don't think I was there at that
Yeah,
one.
it's been so long ago. I don't even. It's been almost 20 years ago since that show.
Oh, I know. Perfect Circle. That was a good band. That was a good show.
That was a really good show. Yeah.
That was a really good. I couldn't tell if it was a really good show or just a really good show moment because there was lightning going on in the background. That's what made it really cool. And I was like, holy
storm blew through. Yeah.
Oh man, that was so cool. I'm like, holy cow! And what the band that opened up for? Remember, they were like Japanese, and they're like girl band.
We met them.
Yeah,
we were hanging out with them at the T-shirt booth or whatever.
Yeah, they were nice.
You let us take pictures with them or whatever.
Yeah, they were cool. They were cool people.
They were trying to get us to take pictures. They were like, take a picture.
It was like their first time in America. Remember?
Yeah. I think they were happier to be there.
And they were with Maynard and them. They were like, showing them around, I guess.
Huh.
Like, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, there's been a lot of band history. I
remember the name of the band. They opened up that band we're just talking about, the girl band. Red Vacuum. Shit, no.
Oh my God! Yeah, Red
Vacuum. I wonder if they're on Spotify. It's bothering me now. I gotta know.
No, but I've seen Primus at Caddies. That was awesome.
Yeah, I remember that. I think I
man, remember Caddies? It was like 3 or 4 floors of like nothing but like you can go to any floor and listen to different kinds of music.
Caddies was huge. It was awesome.
Yeah, you could go to this floor is like one playing this kind of music. This floor, next floor is playing this kind of music. Third floor playing this kind of music, and then maybe the other floor is like where you went out to like just hang out. I guess
I can't find them, man. It's like Red Vacuum something or I don't know. Red Vacuum Parasite or
Parasite, Red Vacuum Parasite,
something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
they were interesting.
They were interesting. You know what's interesting is this 1 pint of beer.
I know you got a whole fucking pint, man. I'm jealous. I had a pint, I wouldn't be out.
Exactly.
I had a pint.
Exactly. Yeah. So we know that back in the day they couldn't design worth shit.
And they also printed some very complicated posters.
Oh my Lord, yes. And yeah, and
so far Obama's winning the campaign branding. They got the best art of all.
And so far Obama should probably win the new presidency too.
Yeah, well, you know what?
The way it looks.
If you know of a better branding, official branding art of any presidential campaign that's better than Obama's, please let me know. Please tell us.
Yeah, I'm curious. Leave a comment.
Leave us a link to somewhere or something.
Leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't.
We obviously didn't look at everybody's branding, but
subscribe if you haven't. If you haven't, I recommend you do that.
Yes.
Keep yourself informed. Art, music, shenanigans that we talk about. If you ever want to come on to be a guest, hit us up, let us know. Our email will be attached to the end of this, as well. You can always leave a comment too.
And don't forget to check us out on Instagram, Loungewire Podcast. Also, we are on Twitter as also Loungewire Podcast, and we Loungewire 20 on Facebook, and pretty soon we'll have a possibly a TikTok account. Also, go to our website. Even though it's something we're still working on, I know we always say that every episode. I don't think my stuff's ever done. So
I don't think it's ever going to be done. We're gonna try to get those. Well, you know what? I would like to do like as much as we can. Call to order eventually Check out our wood burning bourbon barrel tops.
We are putting a catalog together. We do have some T-shirt designs. We're getting ready to set all that stuff up. It takes time when you work a full-time job and you do this podcasting stuff. So we're getting there.
With this Corona stuff going on.
Yeah, that too. But we appreciate anybody's support. Give us a thumbs up. Follow us. Watch us every once in a while.
And if any of you have anything like podcast going on or whatever, and another podcast person, if you want to guest, we're going to support you and help you too as well. So always support the community. Always support the community of podcasters and artists. Until next time, this is Lounge.
We'll stop recording this here and